Hi everyone, it's Melanie, and I'm here to record my first YouTube video, a full length video. So I'm going to be doing a halo eye, and you see me here with two primers. One is the Danessa Myricks primer, and I'm just putting that in the center of my face because that's where I get the oiliest. And just so you all know, I'm 42. I have mature skin, but it still has breakouts and stuff like that. So I use two primers. The e.l.f. Power Grip is on the outer skirts of my face. That's the best way I could say it. So the foundation sticks a little bit better. So right here, I'm exfoliating my lips. You can do that during your skincare, but I didn't think to do it. Sometimes I forget altogether. This is the Melt Cosmetics palette. It is dark matter, and it's one of my favorite palettes. I love all of their palettes, but this one I just love the most, and I thought it would be great for a halo eye, which I don't do too often. So I'm taking the dark brown and I'm putting it on the outer corner of my eye, and I'm just filling it in nice little light circles just to build up the color. And now I'm in the inner corner of the eye, and I'm doing the same thing with that same brown. With Melt Cosmetics, I love their palettes. However, it can, if you're not, it's not necessarily for the novice. I'm not super experienced, but I've been doing my own makeup since I was about 16. So I think I can handle it. So here you see me darkening it up, smoking it out a little bit with that shimmer black that's in the palette. And I'm just taking it just a little bit, trying to stay into the center of those colors. I'm taking it underneath because you see those bags. You see it, honey. You see it right there. Right there. So it kind of helps to mask the bags. I will conceal, and I'm telling you right here to trust the process because I know I look good and dead and raccoony right there. So now I'm picking the shimmer that I want to go in the center. So in the center, I am taking like that gold color, putting it directly in the center on each side. And you can build it up, or you could just keep it light. I think here I did a little building on the side. I took a brown shimmer and put it on the side, so it'll be a bit of a gradation effect. So, and it will give me something to blend, which is what I did. Now, girl, okay, so I took a Melt Cosmetics liner, potted liner, and I took it across my eye, but I love it so much that I held on to it so long that it was darn near dry. But I did what I had to do with it. So I'm flexing these lashes on you. So these are Jasmine Brown lashes. I love all of those lashes. If I could find them, I get them. I think I got it from Ross. So I found like 3 packs and I got them all. And I'm cutting off the ends because although the halo eye makes my eye look bigger, it's really not that big. So I cut the ends off so I won't, like, poke myself in the eye. Adding a little glue. So with this, I wanted it to stay a while because I was taking myself out for Mother's Day. So I put glue on the lash itself and my lash line. As you can see, I got a little messy with it, but that's okay. We'll fix it just like that. And there we go. So finish that up. And when you double up the glue like that, I find that it helps the lash to stay longer. So now we're going to go in, and what I do with my lashes is, you see where my tweezers are, that center part of the lash, I use that to push it onto the center part of my eyelid, right above my natural lash line. And then when it's stuck there and it's nice and tacky, I go ahead and adjust the outer corners. And that's how I usually put my lashes on. And then I fluff and, move around if I can. And that's usually how I do my lashes. I move my eye out because I have, you know, older eyes, so they sag a little bit. So in order for me to move all the little eye meat, yes, I said eye meat, then I move them out a little bit. So I'm going in with some mascara. I really like that Fenty mascara. It's really good. And I'm taking an old school liner from Essence and doing that lower lash line. Bronzer. Okay, this one it got real. Okay. So I'm taking it into like a 3. So right on the underneath the cheekbones, over the forehead, and then under at the jawline there. So it's kind of like a 3 on each side, a 3 and a backwards 3. And I'm taking that bronzer from Juvia's Place on the nose, on the side. I like my nose for the most part, but once you put foundation on it, you want to define it and find your nose again. So that's what I did. I'm going in with the Too Faced matte concealer and going under the eyes, the side of the nose, any area I want to brighten. So you see me doing that mustache, right? Yeah, because yeah, you girl, I don't wax like I should. I probably should more often, but I don't. And underneath the chin, because yeah, that's hairy too. I'm very truthful with myself. And probably the center of the forehead. There she go. I did that. So I'm going in with the Smashbox Always On foundation, and I'm going in the parts that I did not add the bronzer or the concealer. So I use very little foundation, and this is also a good technique if you just want one layer, and a good technique if you're kind of on the cheap side and don't want to use up a lot of your good foundation that you really love, or it's a foundation that you can't find anymore and you want to hold on to it as long as you can. And yeah, I'm saying trust the process because this looked like a hot mess, right? So then I'm going in and I'm blending out. I'm starting with the foundation first. There was no rhyme or reason in what I blended out first. I just went with it. Sometimes I would blend out the bronzer. Sometimes I would blend out the foundation first. I usually leave the concealer for last because I want that to give me as much coverage under the eyes as possible. Because you saw them bags, girl. You saw it. So I'm blending everything out. It looks like I went with foundation, then bronzer. If you are a contour girl, then you would use contour as opposed to bronzer. I am not. I'm still trying to navigate my way around contour colors, because it tends to come off a little more gray. With bronzer, it tends to just warm up the face. So I'm blending everything out, and I just really love makeup. This was a goal for me. I don't know how often I will do a YouTube video. I don't know what it will turn into, but I'm grateful to do this right now at this moment. I'm 42. I have mature skin, and I think mature skin needs to be represented. And I have a neutral undertone, which I don't see a lot in YouTube videos as well. You see, I went in with a sponge just to even everything out, especially if you went a little too ham with the foundation, you can use a sponge. Now it's powder time, because usually when you do concealer, as soon as you blend that concealer out, you want to go in with powder just so it won't crease up too much on you, and which is what I'm doing here. So I took Fenty Cashew, and that's what I'm doing. I'm putting it under the eyes. I may go a little heavier with it under the eyes and anywhere I put the concealer. So under the nose and the chin and the forehead, and then everywhere else, I just kind of sweep and dust it across everywhere else. And I don't go as ham with it as I used to, because my primers are really nice and really oily friendly. So I don't have to do so much powdering like I used to, because I used to bake. So what you see here, that's about as much as I'm going to do, and I'm not going to leave it on that long. And honestly, I was just being fancy with it because I thought I was doing it. Okay. So I dusted everything away, and now I'm gonna go in with a bronzer, a powder bronzer to set those bronzed areas. Because, like I said, kind of dust everything the other areas. So I love this from Juvia's Place. It has two colors. One is more of a neutral tone, which is what I'm using first, and then there is more of the redder tone, and that's more of what I would use at the top of the forehead and maybe underneath. I try not to go too red, but it depends on where I am, what time of year it is. So anywhere I put that bronzer, I went over it again with the powder bronzer. So now, same idea with the blush. You can see the two colors. One is red, one is more of a neutral. And for this, I didn't want a ton of red. I didn't want a ton of that pink color. Even though I do love it, I wanted more of that neutral color for this particular look. So I didn't want to look for a highlighter. So I took one of those gold shimmers from the Dark Matter palette, and I went over some of my areas. I don't really highlight as much as I used to, but I was in the mood for it that day. So we have Brownie from Juvia's Place. I did not realize how much Juvia's Place I used until this video. But they have great products, so I'm happy with it. So I'm lining the lips with Brownie. And then this is, I believe, Mademoiselle from Juvia's Place. And I'm just rubbing it all in, and it's very pretty. I'm a gloss girl. I like gloss, so this is White Russian from Buxom. This is like my first or second time using this, and I enjoyed it. I I was a little skeptical because you could see it's a little pale, but look at that girl. Look at me. I'm so happy with it. Look at that. I'm so happy with it, girl. So I'm liking it a lot. And I'm freeing my twists because they was in that little thing. Thank you so much. And here is the final look in a picture. So thank you so much. And you can see all my texture and I'm a realistic look. Thank you.